will reap the benefits. So I'll be talking about pranayam, which you have all heard about. Pranayam is a very essential component of the eightfold path of yoga. Most people know about yoga. When they talk about yoga, people think raising your hands and feet is what is yoga. So yes, it is a part of it, but that is hatha yoga, that is using your physical body to exercise. But yoga is much more than that, which involves a lot of diet, some niyamas and yamas, but we will be talking about pranayam. So the word prana means breath and ayam means to control. So when you learn to control your breath in varying techniques, what you do is pranayam. So every breath of ours has four components. When you inhale, the complete inhalation is also called as purak. Holding the breath is called kumbhak. When you exhale completely, it is called rechak. And after completely exhaling, and then again holding your breath without inhaling for some period of time is called as shunyak. Okay. So practicing control over all these parts is the essence of pranayam. And holding, inhaling, leaving, again holding, they differ from person to person as per their requirements and needs. I'm just highlighting the four breaths so you know that these are the essential components. This we have gone through again, that it's a viral infection affecting with lowered immunity and the techniques. So what I'm going to talk mainly about is 5 main breathing exercises which you can practice daily at home. If any of you have never done yoga, you can start today and see the benefits of that over the days to come. The first technique is deep breathing. This is nothing but a simple breathing in and breathing out, which we keep doing all the time. You have to mainly concentrate only on how deeply you breathe. So this involves slow, regular, deep, and yet gentle and long breaths. So when you're breathing in, you can give yourself a count from 1 to 6 or 8 or 10 as per your comfort and your capacity. As you breathe out also, you have to give the same equal number of counts that you're comfortable when you're breathing in. Between your breathing in and breathing out, you can hold for a few seconds. And the ratio of inhalation, holding, and exhalation can vary as per needs. So people who have been having some kind of lung problems or any other illness may not be able to go up to a count of 6 also, which is okay. In yoga, we always follow a principle is follow your body, follow what your body is trying to tell you. So if you're comfortable even for counting from 1 to 4, it is completely okay. You just listen to your body, and there is no competition here. If somebody sitting next to you is able to count up to 10 and I'm only able to go up to 4, it is completely okay. Be with your body and give the count. Now I just want all of you to participate in this small activity together. Wherever you are sitting, sit back in your chair comfortably, keep your back and head straight. You can keep your eyes closed. I will give you a count from 1 to 6 because that we are all healthy here, and I think it will be comfortable for everybody to breathe in from 1 to 6. We'll hold for a count of 4 and then we will again we will again exhale from count of 1 to 6. We will do this for 2 rounds. I just want you to experience the calming effect after this is done. So I would appreciate if you participate here. Sit back, close your eyes, keep your back and head straight, and start slow, regular, deep, and gentle long breaths. No forceful exhalation, no forceful inhalation. Start breathing in. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take long, deep, regular breaths 2 times on your own. You can open your eyes. I hope you see some difference. This was just for a cycle of 2 rounds, but ideally you should do 10 to 15 cycles of deep breathing daily. Now we move on to the next slide. I think this everybody knows. This is Anulom Vilom or alternate breathing. I think Baba Ramdev and very popular. Just for those who have no idea, I will quickly just how it is done. So basically it involves closing your left nostril, holding for a few seconds and then breathing out from your right nostril. Again, you breathe in from the same nostril that you have breathed out. Hold it for a few seconds and breathe out again from your left nostril. So alternately, you have to breathe in and out. Again, breathe in from the same nostril that you have breathed out and continue this till you finish the entire cycle by breathing out from the left nostril. Now, a few things which need to be followed here are, you can sit in any comfortable posture. Those who are not comfortable sitting on the ground can even sit in the chair, or you can sit in Sukhasana, you can sit in Vajrasana. Only lying down is not allowed. Okay, so you sit like this comfortably with your back and head straight. Ideally, people who are right-handed can use their right hand, but there is no compulsion that you have to only use your right hand. You can alternate between your right and left hands if you're tired. Do you want to demonstrate this? I mean, do you want to participate in this or should I go ahead? Dr. Bhai?
I think you can
Should
go
I
ahead. This is, yeah,
do this?
because I was already doing it. I thought
I
the
think
others
this
would.
is
Yeah,
people,
so
most
you,
of them know about.
yes.
So
So go
one,
ahead.
yeah, so I think this is a very practice. You can look up about only a few points or we also called as the bee breathing. Bee breathing means humming like a bee. So again, so one more thing is I just want to add one more point to Anulom Vilom. This should be done every day for at least 5 minutes by the clock. You can put an alarm or you can keep your eyes open also and see that your 5 minutes are over, but minimum 5 minutes is advisable. Coming back to Bhramari, the bee humming. Here it is, in this technique, we have to hum like a bee by keeping our mouth closed and chanting Omkar with your mouth closed in such a way that the vibrations of the syllable ma resonates in and around your lips. Again, this has to be done for 5 times. Maybe we can do this together. Sit wherever you are comfortably. First, listen to what I'm saying. You have to close both your ears very gently with both your thumbs. If you first close your ears, you will not be able to hear what I'm saying. So just hear what I'm saying. Close your ears with your thumbs. And you have to keep both your hands over your head in such a way that the tips of your fingers are in this way over your head. Don't keep them flat. You have to keep them so that they're sensitive to feel the vibrations that happen in your head after humming. Sitting straight with your spine and head straight. You have to take a deep breath, and as you exhale, you have to make this sound of Om with your mouth closed, which will sound like mm. like the bee humming. We will just do it 2 times for your experience. Sit back wherever you are. Keep your back and head straight. Close your eyes. Keep your hands on your ears, fingers on your head. Take a deep breath all together. And as you exhale, make the sound ma. Feel the vibrations in your head, in your face, around your lips and nose twice. Do it 2 times. Here, I would like to emphasize the science behind this technique. So, Bhramari, when you perform Bhramari, ideally you should do it 5 times, and any number of times beyond that is also completely okay, because more the number of times you do it, more are the benefits. The benefits are that by chanting Om with your closed mouth and feeling the vibrations of Ma helps in producing and liberating nitric oxide. This has been researched clinically, and it has been observed that that a continuous practice in fact liberates more nitric oxide, which improves your